Hello, everyone. Today's topic is where there is a forward movement, there is also a backward movement. In other words, your dance will improve as your backward movement improves. In standard dancing, as a couple stands each other very closely, it causes quite a limit to move. And I think, despite that limit, how we manage to move in harmony is the joy and epitome of standard dancing. We hope we could. Well, why don't we try some exercise? For example, walk forward 5 or 10 steps. Then, walk backward the same number of steps. We practice it in our circle. The point is to check if you can walk back to where you started. What do you think the purpose of this experiment? Most people cannot probably come back to the starting point. Why can't we? Think, when your partner moves forward at a certain stride, you need to move back the same distance. Right? But your backward step is shorter? Yes. Then, what happens? You will be stepped on. Yes, you will be stepped on, or, your foot or leg would hit partner's foot or leg. It happens frequently. But here is a good solution. When you are stepped on your foot, step back. When you think this way, you are not stepped on or you do not step on too much. So, when you are stepped on, you tell the partner it's all right. I will do it back with a smile. It will make the dancing practice fun. I have prepared some photos to think about the backward movement. The first one is a photo of Mirko and Alizia dancing waltz. Which person do you think is moving backward, man or lady? The photo was taken when they danced the first step of double reverse spin. So, the man is moving forward and the lady moving backward. Watch this point also that Miro's left foot heel touches the floor. Naturally, Alesha's right foot is. Hold on, this is the first step. So she moves her right foot backward from the toe, but at this point, her left foot heel is used. You're right, and the photo explains it. Then, the next photo of the same couple. Which person do you think is moving backward? The answer is Mirko. He finished dancing 1 to 6 of natural spin turn and has just entered the 4 to 6 of the reverse turn, with his right foot back. But we cannot tell immediately. If I was asked which person is moving backward, it would be hard to tell. Why is it so difficult to tell quickly? It is because the man's posture and lady's posture does not change when moving forward and backward. That is why it's hard to distinguish. That is the proof of a good dancing. I see. So, when you're moving backward, you do not make it so clear that everybody sees it a backward movement. As the two photos show, world top dancers do not change postures for a forward movement and a backward movement. That's right. The shape of lady's upper body is kept the same almost all the time. So, when we social dancers are dancing a backward movement, we should not think we make it visible. I move forward, so, my body should tilt forward from my head. No, no. It will be useful to learn from the early stage that we do not distinguish our forward movement shape from the backward one. Well, what makes the backward movement difficult is, what are you picking up? Anatomically, when you move forward from the heel, the front part of the foot supports your weight. But when moving backward, nothing supports you once the weight passes over the heel. So, the backward movement is difficult. And a good control is required for backward movements. As the photos showed, the heel of the supporting foot should be used when stepping backward. I see many people use the toe in contact with the floor, but it spoils the couple movement. Try this in a couple. Stop when you stepped a forward step and both feet are still on the floor. Your partner is now moving backward. Feet are apart, the front foot with the heel and the back foot with the toe. While keeping that, ask he or she to change the front foot from the heel to toe. You will suddenly notice your forward movement is hindered. Then, ask your partner to change it back to heel, then you will feel a space you can move forward. Your partner's hip joint relaxes, and pelvis moves backward, and it gives a space to move. When using the ball of the front foot instead of the heel, the pelvis only tilts and it does not move back. So, it obstructs the partner's forward movement. So, we suggest you practice of walking backward at home. And make sure to check the front foot heel is used. Yes, practice of walking back at the normal height. Here's very good present for you. I once had a great opportunity to work with the former great world champion, Mr. Richard Gleave, when the set of DVDs Diamond Collection was produced. He said, "One of my sayings many years ago when I was learning this type of thing was try to do the simple thing perfectly in order to do the difficult thing well." So, we social dancers should practice this simple backward walk exercise to become a better dancer.
Happy dancing!